Going to the zoo. My son wanted to go to the zoo or aquarium for his birthday, and we have a couple options here in Washington. So he chose the Point Defiance Zoo and Aquarium. That's in Tacoma. We had never been, so we were very excited to try it out, although it was a cold and very rainy day. We started with the walruses, and all of us agreed that was one of the best. Listen to him.
That is a big boy.
That's so
Look, oh my gosh.
It's kind of cute.
Dang.
That's so cool.
Look at that.
They're cute. They're really cute.
Look, he's coming up to us. Oh, hi. How cool. Oh my gosh. Going back to say hi.
Hi. He's so.
We got to talk to quite a few of the zookeepers over some of the specific animals, and the zookeeper for the walruses told us that that was him showing off and trying to get the female's attention because he just started puberty, and so him making those noises and everything was like his dominance showing. As you can tell, we were all a big fan of him. But then the polar bear, she was so fun to watch because she was just having a day with these sticks and her swimming, and she was almost like clumsy about it, which was just so cute. The wolves were pretty cool to watch too, like going in the dens and just kind of walking around. My husband and a couple of my boys really enjoyed seeing the red wolves. I was a little off on them because we had just watched a movie about wolves, and they scare me. So they were cool. Here I'm fumbling my words. They were cool, but they weren't my favorite. Then we went to the aquarium, the first aquarium. There were actually two on the property, and it was so fun. We love the ocean and water, so just seeing all the animals and the different fish, and these jellyfish were super rad, how they had lights, and I don't know, they were just cool, like strobe jellyfish. These ones really caught my attention because they were so just majestic. I liked them. This starfish had so many legs, and the little shrimpy. And then I just took videos of various fish that either looked terrifying like that or looked odd. This fish going in for some food was really fun to see. We were right in front of the glass for that. I really enjoyed the artwork that was in the two aquariums. It was very unique and just very pretty. But we went to the second aquarium, and this is when I saw my favorite animal, which is sea turtles. You'll see them here in a second. I literally just stood there looking up at the ceiling, watching them because they were swimming above. And that was probably one of my favorite parts of the day, besides the walrus and the polar bear. Like, they really did steal the show, but there's just something about sea turtles that I will always have time for. So by this point, we've done I think it was the Arctic tundra, or where like the ice cold animals are. We did both aquariums, and then we headed over to the Asia side of the aquarium. This tiger, I felt so bad. Clearly, she did not want to be outside, and she just sat there staring at what I'm assuming is like her nighttime den area. But it was just sad watching her just sit there not engaging or doing anything. I also feel bad for the animals because they just seem so lonely, like some of them, and it just pulls on my heartstrings a little bit. Now we're towards the end of all the viewing, and we headed to the kids center where the kids could play a little bit, and it had like meerkats and some reptiles, which those are not my jam. We headed to have lunch. We were all wet and cold and hungry. We had a great lunch, went to the carousel, then the gift shop. The kids each picked an animal, like a stuffed plush. My son, whose birthday it was, picked a walrus. Clearly that was his favorite part. And then we headed home. Oh, and I got this book for our homeschool. We have the other set that this author makes, and I love them so much. So got this one, read my Bible on the way home. overall, we had a great family day, made some memories, enjoyed the cold rain, saw some funny animals, and just really had a great time celebrating our son turning 11. One more thing, I keep trying to get a picture of this house at night. It is lit up with green and blue lights. They love the Seahawks, obviously, but I can never get a picture at nighttime.